And at 12:15 p.m., May 26, 2015, or approximately 12:15 p.m., May 26, 2015, Miss LP officially begins her 3-day apple prune juice fast. I use the NutriBullet to blend up some of my Newman's Own organic prunes, since the prune juice that I bought was not was filtered. It was not unfiltered, and they say you should use filtered. Some people even say, well, it won't work if you don't use filtered. I mean, don't use unfiltered. I don't think I believe that. But in any case, I also bought a bunch of organic apples, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make my own apple stuff and mix that with, so I'll have that. So I'll be mixing it with the filtered juice, you know. So it'll be better than not, and it is all organic at least. Anyway, this is a mixture, and I did prunes with water, and it actually came out way too thick. So, you know, in the end, it did good because I added water, and, you know, I have extra too. So this is definitely, this is 16 ounces that we get to eat. Remember, you do not gulp it, you sip it, and you chew it. That's the kind of stuff they want you to be having, because they want you to have the non-filtered juice. I've never had non-filtered juice, but I know other people have asked, is it okay if I have filtered juice? And you ask different questions, and people have said, yeah, it's okay. And then, what about having non-organic? Well, if you don't get organic, you're going to have all the pesticides, and that's going to, you know, compete with the removal of the toxins and whatnot. In any case, thus begins my 3-day apple prune juice fast. I already told my mom I'll mostly be staying in my room. I could even keep the juice in my room with a measuring cup and not even have to go out there and step when I go to the bathroom. Last time when I created the videos, I'm about to embark on my 3-day juice fast, and then I didn't wind up doing it. But today I really am. Today I've officially begun it, you know what I mean? The other time I'm about to embark could mean I'm leaving in a couple of days on a trip, or I'm beginning my juice fast in a couple of days. It wouldn't be longer than a couple of days, that's alright. Today begins my... Today's the official start of my 3-day juice fast. Oh, got to tell you, not the most important part, but certainly a pertinent part of this 3-day juice fast. My starting weight is 178 pounds exactly, 178.0. Okay. For those of you who are brand new, and this is the first video I've ever discovered, created by yours truly, I am 5'9.5" in bare feet, 46 years old, and as of this morning on my made in the USA Eat Smart digital scale that I absolutely love, I actually bought my mama one, you know, when I wasn't planning on staying here, I wanted her to have one too. I asked her, you know, I had her, she paid for it. I got her one, but she reimbursed me. She loves those Newman's Own organic prunes, by the way. She said, "Do you want me to order you some?" She said, "Yeah. I have yet another 12% off my entire order from VitaCost. It behooved me to order a few things from VitaCost. My 12% off my entire order. A celebration of... I know I'm going to continue eating those Sun Food bitter apricot seeds. Again, I'm not worried about the small amount of cyanide. There's apparently somebody in another country, this weird, far off land or whatever, they eat like 30 of those a day. They don't drop dead, you know, the people don't drop dead. And there's certain cancers that are prevalent in our country and other countries similar to us that are non-existent in that country. Okay? I eat 5 a day. Big whoop-de-doo. As people in my camp, you know, the natural health camp would never say, you know, people like Mike Adams, you know, everything we eat is toxic, you know, if you eat it, and you know what I mean? It's a negligible amount of cyanide, and I'm only eating a few of them a day, you know. And Joe eats 8 a day, I eat 5 a day. So, while I have my 12% off, I might as well order a couple more bags of those. Order some more prunes. I love the prunes, but I have to figure out what a serving is, because you can gain weight eating too much dried fruit. It's concentrated calories. So I begin it today, and it'll end Friday morning, and I will create a video and tell you what my end results were. There's the beast, Selena. I know you were wondering about him. How come he's not in the videos anymore? I don't know. He used to be in the videos more when my mom was in the hospital. You know, he sleeps with my mom at night. He just kicking back, Omar, huh? Kicking back in Pugdogville. So if I want to take naps today, I'll have to just set my phone. Speaking of my phone, Miss Selena, apparently I'm not receiving any more text, and that is because somebody got my number by accident, and I get things forwarded like to this number plus other numbers, and I have a whole bunch of texts I have to delete. I've been getting texts for a long time, but now it's saying your memory, you know, you have to delete text in order to get new text, because there's just too many, and tons of them from these, you know, texts that are spam to me. They're not from anybody I know, you know. I apparently got a bunch of texts from you too, Selena. I need to read them. My phone needs to be charged and some stuff. Anyway, if I want to sleep, I'll just have to take a nap, you know, like a 30-minute nap, and set my alarm and wake up and drink my juice, you know. that's the important thing. That's the pain in the ass thing when you're on these things. You've got to drink every fucking half an hour. After I drink the 16 ounce of prune juice, then in a half hour I can drink 8 ounces of apple juice, and after that 8 ounces of water. And apple juice and water all day long. Deep-a-deep-a-doo, a-deep-a-doop-a-doo, a-doop-a-deep-a-deep-a-ka-bop-a-boop-a-boo. If I create a video long enough, Homer will fall asleep and start doing that always makes me chuckle. I think I need to change the towel maybe again to variety. Mix it up. Oh, I didn't wake up like with my ears all itchy and in pain and whatnot, but I also poured hydrogen peroxide in both ears yesterday. I read online that it's okay to do. You lay there on your side for 20 minutes and you hear it all popping and you hear the hydrogen peroxide, doing its thing. the bad thing about doing, fasting is that it's important because you're releasing all the toxins from your body when you're supposed to. You don't eat anything. You're supposed to, if you're on a water fast, you have water, you know what I mean? But you're not supposed to just not have anything. Yet, when you're fasting, you're very weak. So you're naturally inclined to want to go to sleep. And if you fall asleep, then you're not having your liquid every half hour, see? Kind of hard. Kind of difficult, difficult. Plus, you can even feel sick. It's natural to feel a little bit sick when you're fasting. Selena loves to hear horse snore. Selena's Omar's biggest fan. We met people and go, oh, they put puppy. I'm like, he's not a puppy. He's an old man. He's older than Mama. I'm 46. He's 56. Dog years, right? So he's older than me. Mama's older than Mama. Last night we watched on Chronicle, me and my mom, all the things about animals and how they're doing them, having them help people even to more extent, like, there's service dogs. Well, now there are service horses, miniature horses, because horses can live like 30, 40, miniature horses can live like 35, 40 years, and the woman's like, yeah, I kept having to go, my service dog would only be 10 years, and then I'd get another one and another one, so now she switched over to a horse, because a horse might remain healthy, last for the rest of her life, instead of having to keep losing her service dog and getting another one, So, according to Chronicle, we're probably going to see more service horses, which would be kind of cool. See them going around, or see them on the trains, you know what I mean? It'd be kind of cool. said all the ways that they're using animals, you know. Or everyone knows about how they bring them to nursing homes to help people. And then my mom and I, when we watched something on shelter dogs, but I don't know this, they get dogs, you know, that from shelters and whatnot, and wind up training them to certain ones are more inclined to, you know, are more trainable, and there are prisoners, no? Sometimes even it shows you that nobody is without hope, you know what I mean? It's like they were saying, you know, a lot of times even the most hardened criminals and whatnot can really get satisfaction. Their eyes light up. They take care of this dog, and it's their job to train the dog to be released to somebody, to have a new home. It's like a service dog, you know. That's a good motto to have, huh? A lot of people are without hope. I mean, they're hardened and there's no change in them, but you can't assume about anybody. I mean, nobody's without hope, you know. Doesn't mean that these people, or whatever they've done, you know, that they don't belong in prison, but, you know, I don't know if they give murderers and stuff like that dogs to train and take care of. One guy I saw on Chronicle last night, he was serving 8 years in a medium security prison. They don't tell you, of course, why, what he did. But he likes having the dog. He's training the dogs and whatnot. He says, I've been in prisons where there were no dogs to train, you know, and I much like it better, so dogs. And they get dogs that have no home, dogs in shelters, and they give them to like veterans, and they help the veterans, and the veterans help them. You know, it's a mutual thing. I've seen that before in other. I read a documentary on something like that, I think. They have a dog that just sits there and he's for reading, like encourages kids to read, because the dog doesn't care if you mess up. The little kids just sit there and read to the dog, and he's trained to just sit there. I don't know what kind of dog it was. It was a cute little dog. Maybe it was, I don't know what it was. It had all these different things on how animals, you know, are serving more purposes than just being cute. And had chickens. Chickens apparently, you know, are very simple creatures, and they help patients with dementia just watching the chickens. And the chickens are so cute, and they you know, they go about their business and whatever, and they're apparently nice to pet. And of course my mom watches that. I'm not going to eat chicken anymore. I'm like, that's your choice, Mom. When I stopped eating factory farmed meat, I stopped eating any meat, I still eat eggs. And eggs were never, never a living creature, never been a conscious being. So, and again, Joe doesn't eat meat, but it's not for moral reasons or anything like that. If he could hunt his own food and whatnot, he would do it, you know. He hunted when he was younger, you know, but not for sport, to eat the meat, you know. He hunted deer, and I think it was quail or something. I don't know if it's quail, but, you know, he hunted and they ate it. They ate the food.